I think the Timberwolves have officially put me on notice. It's time to leave, especially before my parasites get too much worse. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. We have just put a piece of wolf meat and some water on to boil, and I will now step out this direction. We need to rest, like a lot, but I need to get a little bit more wood for the fire. And I said that I was going to in the cannery, and then didn't. So now it's just a matter of, well, where can I get wood? You know, because we need enough to keep the fire going throughout the night. Otherwise, we're going to be damn cold, and we're going to have to sleep elsewhere. But the other thing is, we don't necessarily have to sleep by the fire anymore. Yeah, we actually don't. If I'm leaving, there's no more reason for me to keep this going, come to think of it, because there's a spot over across the way where I can sleep without a fire and be perfectly safe. So I'm going to count on that instead. Never mind. Never mind. Hypothermia risk is healed. What? That can't be. Oh, it must have just gone down after we warmed up for a bit. So we took some food poisoning. I do need to rest for 10 hours. I forgot about that. So I need to go ahead and do that pretty much immediately. I took the meds last episode and completely freaking forgot to actually rest for 10 hours straight. So I am losing a little bit of condition beyond the fact that I'm just cold. So tell you what, let's go ahead and, since we don't need this fire anymore, let me look around and see what I might need from the area.
Lay down. Have a little sleep right
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Let's pass time till the wolf meat's ready. And then I'm going to go ahead and make a cup of tea. It'll be fine. I'm going to make a couple of cups of tea, actually. Oh, no, that was my last one. I'll take it back. That was my last one. I'm going to pick that up. We got 30 minutes. Losing condition fast. That's okay, though. We just need to get in and sleep, and we will be fine. Intestinal parasites and food poisoning at the same time is not a fun combination, let me tell you.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay. How am I that encumbered? Oh, I guess I'm just that tired. Let's not have the Timberwolves attack me right now, or it's game over. Not even kidding. Not even a little bit kidding. I mean, if I could fend them off, I'd be fine. But I feel like because I'm exhausted, their little nips even would probably do more damage. I don't know if that's exactly the way that it works, but I'm going to assume that that's the way that it works. Man, that cabin could not be farther away. The Timberwolf that's actually hanging around the area is the one that is generally frightened of me and not willing to attack. Okay, we made it. Yeah, totally forgot to actually sleep. Let's see. Yep, nothing. Just making sure I've been through everything here. Oh, there's a book. Good to know. I can use that for a future fire. All right, so I need to rest for an extended period of time. So I guess what I'll do is just rest for a straight... Is this still hot? Yes, it is. Beautiful. Once again, drinking the tea after I drink the water. Once again, I'm going to literally sleep for 12 hours. Because I don't care at this point. We don't need to worry about the fire. I need the condition back. So I'm not going to recover that much because for the 10 hours that I'm asleep, that I have food poisoning... Oh, there's an Aurora. All right, there goes the food poisoning. I'm not going to recover condition. Yeah. Okay, now I can sleep right now because of my health situation as long as I want, I think. I need to take another dose in the morning. But let's go ahead and... Tell you what, let's sleep for 6 hours. This will give me some condition back, not a lot. But we're going to go ahead and leave this zone. Because again, the Timberwolves have put me on notice. We're going to head towards Coastal Highway. Sounds like there might be a blizzard outside, although we did recover a good amount of condition there, which is nice. Let's go ahead and take some antibiotics.
I'm starving.
Okay, 6 of 10 doses. And if you're starving, then maybe you should eat some more moldy wolf meat. Although, tell you what, let's eat the 76% one because I don't want food poisoning again. How's my cooking skill, by the way? Man, now it is actually a little bit over 2/3. So it's about 70%, maybe 75%. Is it 75 though? Is it? It's easy to tell that. Is it halfway between halfway? It is, actually, more or less. All right, so we're about 75% of the way there. Okay. Yeah, I might just drop that moldy wolf meat in the snow. I might. Okay, seems like the weather has calmed down. Oh, beautiful. Gorgeous. All right, so I've got that one high-condition wolf steak left. I'm going to grab a few more since I cooked them. It would be a shame not to have them. And then we are going to skedaddle. Beautiful sunrise here in Bleak Inlet. It's going to be really cold. I don't care. I'm going to go. I can pick up sticks and start a fire somewhere if I need to. I'm going to move, because we need to move. As I used to say in Against All Odds, we need some good old-fashioned kinetics. Early Against All Odds, Hadrian. I like kinetics. I don't even know what I'm saying. I mean, you can understand abstractly what I was getting at, but... I say, don't give me food poisoning, you bastard. All right, that's pretty good condition. That's only 655 calories, though. That's very good condition. All right, so we're giving off 1 stink meter. You know what would be the faster way to get out of here? Well, first of all, not sprinting, for one. That's pretty tall. Oh no! Can I not? Thank you. Here we go. Right. I think the fastest way to get out of here would be to leave kind of the way I came. It's actually getting pretty... It's -1 degrees. Maybe I'll go in and sleep for 1 more hour before I leave. Probably a good idea. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go sleep for 1 more hour, warm up. Because now that I've grabbed the meat that I need, I can truly just, like, head out. Especially because this is near an exit, so I can just take this. Never mind. We can just go this way. That's the one I dropped. Don't need it. Do. Sleep for an hour, please. A little bit later in the morning. Still giving off a bit of a stink, so I'm going to need to be careful. I'm going to need to be careful in multiple zones, but it does seem like the weather's pretty awesome at the moment. I'm glad we got some revolver ammo from that box, and where we're going, we're likely to find more, both for the revolver and the rifle. We've left all of our casings behind. All of our materials that we might use to make gunpowder, with the exception of the actual gunpowder that we have in Mystery Lake, which we can bring back the next time we come through. Maybe. I don't know that I'll actually come back to Bleak Inlet this series. Since we have a new patch coming up this month that's supposedly going to add some navigation features, part of me is thinking of keeping this run going. Another part of me is thinking, do I want to do something different in the Long Dark? Do I want to do something different in another game? Do I want to just hit the 100-day mark and end this series as I typically do, or keep it going? I know what some of you will say. There'll be a diversity. There'll be a diverse range of opinions and preferences. I know that, but suddenly the wind is blowing in my face. Lovely. Yeah, if I didn't mention this a few episodes ago, when I first came to Bleak Inlet and I was like, why am I moving so slowly right now? I don't remember if I've circled back to this in my commentary or not, but what was happening is there was just wind, but I couldn't see the wind because it was dark, and there wasn't any visual indicator apart from the trees blowing And the trees didn't necessarily look like they were blowing toward me. It was dark, I couldn't tell. So it was just wind. That's all it was. So for those of you wondering what was going on, that's what it was. But I couldn't tell that. So the first thing to come to mind was not wind, because it didn't seem like it. Like right now, you can see wind on the air. You might not be able to see it because of YouTube compression, but I definitely can. Like you can see little gusts blowing. You can't always see those in the long dark, but generally speaking, during the daytime you can. So you're reminded with a subtle visual cue, there is something working against you right now. There is something trying to make your life more difficult. I'm actually kind of annoyed that the wind's blowing in this direction right now because I need to get the heck out of this zone yesterday. I can't lose too much condition either, so, you know, like I said, I'm going to have to make a fire as I go here, pick up sticks, and just generally keep myself warm that way. But we're going to follow the road until we find our way out using the Forlorn Muskeg entrance. That's the one thing, I don't necessarily know where it is. Yes, I know I said I was going to go back to the lighthouse. It's a little bit too far off the beaten path for me, especially for how cold it is, so I'd rather just keep going this way and see what else I can find, honestly. Of course, the wind is still blowing exactly in my face. Keeping me moving nice and slow. I'm not even that encumbered anymore. Compared to how encumbered I was earlier in the series, I dropped off a lot of the stuff. Oh, lovely. Those sounded like they're ahead of me somewhere. Yep, I see them. I'm going to duck over here to the cannery huts, though, because I can rest here for another little bit. It's a good pit stop. I wasn't expecting the wind to slow me down this much. And remember, because I have intestinal parasites, I can rest for as long as I want, which is quite nice. I just don't want to meander too aimlessly, because it's like... Oh, good. Coal. Oh, thank God. Yeah, definitely need to grab some coal. I don't want to meander too aimlessly. That could introduce problems. This one was a little bit farther away than I thought it would be, but that's okay. Let's step inside. I've already been through everything here. How are my clothes doing, by the way? They're good. They're generally good. All right, so sleep for another hour, probably. Just recover a little bit of condition, warm back up. Weather still sounds decent. Oh, beautiful. It's calmed down. It's a little warmer. Not a lot, but a little. And I do not know where the Forlorn Muskeg exit is, so we're going to have to look around for it. I'll pick up as much wood as I can find while I'm looking around. I don't see any other cattails on this pond. I've already scavenged it, and I can see where I picked them up. Alright, so I'm pretty sure the timber wolves back here are the ones that I ran into initially, and I don't believe that I injured any of them. Oh, wait. 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 That might be it. That might be it. I can't recall if I've already been in that cave. I genuinely can't, so I'm going to have to look again. Guess I just sprinted across the ice just in case. I can't recall if I've been in that cave. And I think I've been in that fishing hut, though. So if I've been in that fishing hut, surely I've been in this cave. Because that's the one, yeah, that's the one just beyond the broken lighthouse tower, which is right there. I don't know why I call it a lighthouse tower. Just call it a lighthouse. Just call it that, Hadrian. Okay, there's a sapling over there. Don't really care. This looks like a transition cave just from the coloring that I can kind of see. It doesn't look like there's anything going on in the back. So this Wait, no. Oh, this is a bear cave. Oh, that's lovely. Is there a bear inside it? No. Is there a bear nearby that can smell the meat I'm carrying and is about to eat me? Probably. Let's eat the lowest condition steak. Reduce the threat of that. I'm going to drink one of these coffees while the bear wanders ever closer to the mouth of its cave, increasing the anxiety of all viewers at once. All right, so there's a bear somewhere nearby. At least that's what the game seems to be indicating. Bear caves are kind of like... This is a weird way to state this because bear caves have been around a lot longer than mooses, but it's kind of like seeing the moose antler scratches, you know, on a tree. You see a bear cave, you're like, okay, there's a bear nearby. You see those bones in the cave. There is somewhere in this zone, there is a large creature that wants to eat your face off. And I'm pretty sure at my current condition, if such a creature decided to try to eat my face off, my face would probably get eaten completely off in such a way that I would not be able to recover from. Generally can't recover from getting your face eaten off. Although, interestingly enough, face transplants are a thing now. They're a work in progress, but they're a thing. There have been some people, completely serious now, I'm going from snarky to serious, there have been some people who have endured truly horrific injuries, either from burns, in some cases from chimps. Yeah, don't Google that, it's gruesome. But who I believe have been some of the patients to receive such transplants. Definitely a work in progress, though. Still things to be worked out. Where's this bear? Seriously, where's this bear? And are there cattails down there? I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem at all. Why would you suggest that? Also, the timber wolves are probably like right around the corner, waiting to jump me. Oh, hey, this might be the road. Interesting. This is the road. Let's see where this leads. So apparently this is Coastal Highway, from what the game was telling me at the beginning of the last episode, because it said Coastal Highway Terminus. Right, yes, that is in fact a landslide game, thank you. The question is, can I get past it? That's what I want to know. Doesn't seem that way. Not much going on here. So we're now in one, I would guess, corner of the zone. Still going to pick up all the sticks I see, because I might need them for a fire before long.
Hate me gold, 'cause I really do.
That line seems to play a little bit more often now. Have you guys noticed that? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's because that's the one that I respond snarkily to the most. But I feel like that line plays a lot. And some of the old lines that were replaced when they did the new voiceovers don't seem to be in the game anymore. And I wish they would have kept all of them, because all of Jennifer Hale's stuff is fantastic. All of Mark Mear's stuff is fantastic. Like, just leave them all in and have two different versions of the same line. It's fine. Have them both play. I think in some cases that's the case, but in some, it's not. It's weird. It's a mix. All right, I'm going to stay fairly close to the wall here. I think I'm getting close to that cabin where I first came in. I don't see it yet, but I think I'm close to it. Also, I'm close to losing condition to the cold, so I'm definitely going to need to find some safety. I would have hidden that cave if there weren't bones. The bones slightly soured me on that cave. That would have been a perfect spot to kind of start a fire and warm up for a bit. But if we can find an interior spot, I think I am actually close to that cabin. I think it's right over this hill. Grab a few more sticks because I see them and because I can. So you can see the tower where we stayed much earlier, way up there. That's where we were fighting off the timber wolves when we first encountered them, way up there. Speaking of timber wolves, let's be ready. I think I see the cabin. Yeah, I do. Glorious. I would like to move a little bit faster, but... All right, fatigue reduction has expired. That's fine. There's a few more sticks. Let me grab these. I don't know at all where the exit is, so we're just going to have to feel around for it. And we might still be in Bleak Inlet for the remainder of this episode. I was hoping to at least get to Forlorn Muskeg. But this generally happens lately, you know, because I've been playing the Long Dark for so long. It's like, okay, time to go to another zone. We'll be there next episode. No, it's going to take you 5 to get there, Hadrian. What are you thinking? I don't always think in terms of travel time to different zones, and even travel time, especially when you consider the fact that I don't know my way around this one. Like, travel time in this zone. How would I be able to estimate that I would actually get out of this zone, this episode, if I don't know where I'm going, you know? So, I can be bad about that, I know. It's amusing for me, I'm sure it's amusing for you. But we are almost to a point. I know how to get back up to the climbing point where I came in. I could always follow that, but... which I'm kind of tempted to in a way. Let's go inside here. Home sweet home. Kind of. Kind of. We've been here before. Okay, so... Tell you what, I do need to rest, and I've got... Well, no. Let's try and accomplish a little bit more before I leave here. Let's drink that. Matter of fact, before I finish off the thirst meter completely, I'll drink another coffee. And how am I doing food-wise? 20, 30... Not quite enough to eat another steak yet. That's fine. Yeah, let me step back outside. Now, well, I need to rest for like an hour. Which is perfect, because that's about how long I can rest right now, given that I just drank coffee. I've had my coffee. I'm ready to watch radar. Let's go this way. Oh, lovely. Alright, so it's getting windier, crappier, generally speaking. I really do not know where I need to go. For all I know, the Forlorn Muskeg entrance to the zone could be all the way somewhere else that I haven't been yet. I'm not sure. I'm just keeping an eye. I'm kind of going this way deliberately. Hang on, let me make sure I'm not walking towards a wolf. Kind of going this way deliberately. Okay. Because I want to kind of follow the edge of the wall of the zone, so to speak. And I really, technically speaking, because this episode's almost over, I shouldn't have left the cabin, but I wanted to keep looking. I wanted to kind of get the most out of the time for this particular episode, so that's what I'm doing. I see some trees. That could be a good sign, but it could be nothing. Let me get the revolver out just in case the timber wolves are closer, because there were wolves over here somewhere. At least one pack. Probably just one, the one that attacked me before. Another thing I can drop before I leave the zone permanently is I can drop my flares. My marine flares, because I don't need them anywhere else but here, you know? Okay, so this is the climbing rope where I came in. That's, I mean, great. That's one way to get out of the zone, but I would like to know where the other way is. How far away is it? It can't be that far. Maybe it can. Maybe it was back in that corner of the zone that I was at before. There is a marshier side of the zone, so perhaps it's over there. Because that would make sense. Kind of a transition towards the muskeg type biome. The swamp. Frozen swamp type biome. Whoa. Thought I saw something in the corner of my eye for a minute. Sometimes my eyes play tricks on me because I have my mic stand positioned in such a way that it does actually, in one eye, obscure, not both, but in one eye, obscure part of my monitor. So every now and then that'll play a visual trick on me in a funny way. Thankfully, it doesn't interfere with gameplay too often. I see a timber wolf. I do have meat on me, so, and I think they're coming for me. So let me get up on high ground. Missed him. Whoa, what you doing, game? Got one. There you are. All right, so there's 3. All right, they are officially a little bit too scared of me. All right, so that kind of confirms it. With a good shot, you can drop a Timberwolf with a revolver. And some people in the comments had talked about that, but, you know, I needed to experience it a couple of times myself to really start to encode that as a habit, gameplay-wise. Oh, hey. I think we might have found it. We're not that cold yet, thankfully. It only feels like 27 degrees. Okay, this actually doesn't go anywhere. It seems like it would, but it doesn't. It's just a cruel dead end. Maybe there's another structure up here somewhere close before I end the episode. I wish I had hit the wolves a few more times, though. You know what I'm kind of tempted to do? I'm not going to, because it would be way too much of a trip to make for such a small reward. But I'm kind of tempted. I hear you. But your morale is broken, so you're not attacking me. Let me eat one of these steaks. Make them a little less likely to detect me. Alright, there's one right there. Yeah, he's chickening out right now. What I'm kind of tempted to do is go back to Broken Railroad and get the last of that revolver ammo, given how helpful it's been. You know, there's a part of me that wants to do that. I'm not going to, but I did drop a bunch earlier in the series to lose some weight. There's some other things I probably could have dropped instead, but I dropped revolver ammo because I had just so freaking much of it. Okay, there's a thicket up there, and I'll bet you that's involved. I will bet you that's involved, especially because we're in the muskeg area now. The only thing is that we're not necessarily going to get to a save point by fooling around out here. Yeah, there's a climb point, too. Interesting. I do have plenty of sticks, though, so... All right, that's a branch. I'm not going to worry about that. There's lots of branches, actually. Yeah, I'll bet that this has got to be it. This has got to be it. Let's go ahead and climb. Can I get through here without cutting any of this down? 18 minutes. I don't really have 18 minutes, game, but fine, be that way. I could use the sticks. Alright. This has got to be a secret mountain path to Forlorn Muskeg, right? Or just to another freaking area that I haven't been to yet. Yeah, that actually looks like the Delta region that I already explored. Yeah, those rocks way over there are where I've already walked. Yeah, I see some of the terrain that I explored previously, including, I think those are the broken down huts right over there, if I'm not mistaken. So let me keep walking for a bit longer because I think I might have found it. This seems promising, especially looking at this slope right here. Ooh, I feel like I almost just walked off the side. Careful, Hadrian. You do not know where you're going. Yeah, this goes somewhere. Oh, yeah. Come on. Take me back to the Muskeg. That's where I want to go. And then the Mystery Lake, then the Coastal Highway. I don't want to deal with these timber wolves, intestinal parasites. I want to be home. I want to be in the place I belong. Cue John Denver. I mean, I better be walking towards Forlorn Muskeg or I'm going to be really annoyed. At least where I am right now is really blocked in, so there are lots of spots where I could just huddle down over a fire and warm up, and maybe even sleep. But I'd prefer just to keep moving and not lose too much more condition, game, if you wouldn't mind. Man, this is extensive. I like this. It's a cool kind of long ridge, longer than any that have existed in the past that I've seen in the game. I know. We're getting there, though. This has got to be it. This has got to be the Forlorn Muskeg entrance into Bleak Inlet. I would be astonished. And I bet you there's a crap ton of cattails down there, too. And I'm so sad right now. I'll bet you anything there's a bunch of cattails down there. Yeah, there's part of me, I kind of want to just start a fire up here and warm up for a bit. There's more timber wolves, too. Ooh, I see them. Oh, hey, what's this? Oh, wow. An energy bar, a storm lantern, which I can break down. There's a book that I can use to make a fire. There's a dead guy, too. I actually don't know that this is the Forlorn Muskeg transition zone. This might just be a dead end. If so, that's very frustrating, but... What in the world was that? I took my dose today, didn't I? Yeah, I did. What in the world? What? I've never heard her make that noise. Alright, so this could be... I've got a flare right here. Here's what I'm going to do, because I need to make a save point here. We're going to start a fire. I've got that book that I picked up. Alright, there is actually a little bit of wind. Frustratingly enough. You know what? Well, I can't back out now. I've started it. I just need to get the fire hot enough. Oh yeah. Plenty of sticks. Why did she make that noise? That was, like, terrifying, and I felt bad. I I mean, maybe this will be protected enough. But all I need is for this to last like an hour. So let's put one piece of coal on there just to get it nice and hot. And I'm going to sleep right here for exactly 1 hour. Just to give myself a save point. Hypothermia risk is gone. Fire still seems to be going. And we're going to be walking around at night. Possibly in an aurora. All right, good. The wind's blowing, but not in a direction that hits our fire. But I'm going to stop this episode here. In the next one, we're going to keep looking for the exit. We're not out of the woods yet. This is a bit of a harrowing position because we... I don't know where the Forlorn Muskeg entrance is, and I'm not going to look it up. I want to find it myself. So we've got to get there. And it's Forlorn Muskeg, so we still, once we get to the zone, it's not like we're going to be magically safe. We have to then find shelter there. We have to have a fire there. So I have to keep some sticks on me to make sure that I can do that. But and then, of course, we have condition to recover. If we run into any bears or wolves or timber wolves, we'll be in genuine trouble. So Bleak Inlet is not done messing with me just yet. Thanks for watching, though. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.